Evening all, call me Dave here, how you all doing? Start off, straight off. What's the difference between a clitoris and a mobile phone? Nothing. Every cunt's got one. Yeah. This world we live in, Jesus, everyone's gone mad. There's a geezer I used to work with. He went to prison for child fucking grooming. Child grooming. I haven't brushed me daughter's hair ever since. Fucking hell. What's going on? Is it just me? Or do the people in charge, the old government elites, they don't want us to go anywhere? Electric cars, 15-minute cities, lockdowns, and fines for everything apart from fucking breathing. And all this electric car business. Add a bit of context. Humans, us, we only contribute 3% of carbon worldwide. 3%. So all this pushing and fining and banning cars that are not electric. If every single person on the planet gets an electric car, there'll still be 97% of the problem remaining. Isn't that a bit stupid? A waste of time. Money making scheme. Actually, I smell a rat. Sorry, that's me. Sorry, it's just me. Jesus Christ. I can't keep whinging. I went in the Shell garage the other day and I bought a Snicker bar. And I went up to the counter. I was out on my bike, Went to the counter. I said, I'll have a Snicker bar, please, John. He said, 120. I said, 120 for a fucking Snicker bar? You should wear a mask and a stripy jumper, mate, I tell you. Do you get 4 bars for 125 in Aldi? Plug an Aldi here. Aldi's a good shop. 4 bars for the price of 1 in the Shell garage. Holy shit. Yeah, there's not a Snicker bar shortage, is there? I ain't missed something. Anyone else had a Snicker lately? Stick a comment in. Jesus, whinge over. Enjoy every single minute of this journey. Otherwise they win. Right. Moving on. If things don't start changing, we're going to have to get the Encyclopedia Britannica out. We're going to have to change the words in there. Because at the moment the words Rishi Sunak mean a painful shite that won't flush away. We're going to have to change it. Christ. Talking of cars, whenever you get in the car now, it wants to do everything for you. Anytime now, a little arm's going to come out of the glove compartment and bloody get, you know what I mean. They do everything. And they're not very good either. The parking sensor goes off every time when I reverse into space because of a flea dart. What the fuck? So, could be some children listening to this. I mean, what the beep? Cars that park themselves. I've got 2 arms here. They do the driving and they park. What's going on? I was at work. I was taking someone home. We're going down the motorway, driving along. I tried to change lanes and the fucking thing pulled me back in the left lane. I pulled over in the next lay-by and I turned all of that shit off and drove like a normal person would, with my hands and my feet. Jesus Christ. I've driven an electric car. It's like a go-kart, just stop and go. And if the battery runs out, you've got to wait for 4 hours somewhere. Well, I don't know what you do if you're broken down on a motorway somewhere. Get someone to come out with a big battery. I don't know. All I know is if you take your normal car in the garage and fill it up for 2 minutes, you can drive half around the country. We don't have to wait 4 hours. Anyone? Sensible? What else is there a war on? There's a war on every fucking thing, isn't there? I was having a chat the other day with someone, and he said there's a war on meat. I said, is there? Chuck us a burger, will you? We're made of meat, Anyway, if we all stopped eating meat tomorrow, well, the lion would eat the zebra, the crocodile will eat, well, any animal that comes in the way, really. The dolphins will still eat the fish. The birds will eat the bugs, worms, frogs. The foxes will eat the chickens and the rats and the mice. It's almost like that's the way nature intended it to be. Do you know what I mean? nature has eaten every fucking thing, and we're all criminals. So the reason nature did it that way, the lions keep the zebra population lower, in a good place, there's not too many of them, and the crocodiles keep the small animals, population down. The dolphins keep the fish population down, we do that quite well, and the birds, keep the bugs, worms, frogs, and the foxes keep the chicken population down, and the small rodents. The elites, they keep our numbers down. You know what I mean? I was speaking to my friend the other day. It was his birthday recently, and his partner, she said she's going to surprise him on his birthday. She bought him a massage. He was well looking forward to it, and there was a knock on the door. This lady turned up in the house wearing a sari. Yep, turquoise sari. Indian lady. Came in, massage oil, big old lips. He said that was the best Indian head massage he'd ever had. I won't elaborate on that. Jesus. I went to see a psychiatrist. It's like a busman's holiday in my job. Doctor's orders. And I said to him, everywhere I go I steal a pen. He said, I'm sure there's something you could take for that. You know what I mean? That was my birthday recently. I would have had a cake. But if you put that many candles on the cake, you wouldn't need to bake it. That would cook itself. Do you know what I mean? My dad bought me some whiskey. And I opened it and it said, the famous grouse. And I said to him, I've never seen that fucking bird before in my life. You know what I mean? Christmas, he bought me some Bell's whiskey. I shook it for an hour. Didn't ring once. And my friend come round the other day, red rock cider. It's not red and there was no fucking rocks in it. You know what I mean? I fancied a nibble the other day. I phoned up the Kentucky Fried Chicken, and this clueless twat answered the phone and he said, hi, my name's Gary, how can I help? I said, well, this is Kentucky Fried Chicken. Take a fucking guess, Gary, will you? And he hummed and hawed for a minute. I went, you haven't got a front mudguard for a Kawasaki Ninja, have you? Put the fucking phone down. What else would you want? Give me some chicken. I phoned up the drugs helpline today. I hate people that take drugs, like the police, customs officers, them sort of people. This woman's voice comes on the phone. If you'd like information on cannabis, please press the hash key. That's handy. My mate went out in town in a nightclub. He went up to this pretty looking girl and he said, can I get you a drink, She said, no, I don't drink alcohol anymore. That affects my legs. I said, affects your legs? Do they swell up? She said, no, they spread too easily, mate, I tell you. I mean, he said, have you ever had sex while you were out camping? He said, it's fucking intense. I tell you. And these adverts on the telly. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's my bell end. Well, if they can make your eyelashes 3 inches longer, or 3 times longer, why are they not making a special serum for men for their todgers? That's what I want to know. That's just waiting to be invented, isn't it? You know what I mean? And I said to my mate Dave, sex is like air. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, you only notice it's a problem when you're not getting any. You know what I mean? Another friend of mine, Pete, he passed away a week ago. Poor bloke. He took an overdose. 100 Viagra tablets. They still can't close the fucking lid on the coffin. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I must have a swig. Vin Rouge. Tasty. I went to the shop earlier. I bought some condoms and the cashier said, would you like a bag? I said, no, I'll just keep the light off. You know what I mean? Talking about sex. My friend has a lot of that. On Barclays Bank. I said to him, I said, masturbation is like procrastination. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, it's all good fun until you realise you're only fucking yourself, mate, I tell you. That's with a lady. Started having a bit of a kiss and a cuddle. And I said, would you like an Australian kiss? She said, well, what's an Australian kiss? I said, well, it's like a French kiss, but down under. You know what I mean? My friend Pete, he got his girlfriend a DVD, How to Improve Your Foreplay. He said he left it with her for the evening, and he phoned her up and said, was it useful? She said, well, it was good, but I had to fast forward past the boring bit at the start. You know what I mean? My poor old Nana. She had to go and live in a care home, poor old girl. It's hard to see her, move on. And I went to see her one day. Honestly, she was like a fish out of water. She died. Bloody hell. Anyway. Have a good evening. Till next time. Keep smiling. See you soon.